Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at This Is How We Roll, a publication of the City of Vernon. This Is How We Roll is a publication of the City of Vernon. It is their Guide to Vernon's New Transportation Network. You can pick up this document at the Community Services Building, and you can read it online. I've got a link in the description below. It's a fairly short brochure. Explains who we are, pedestrians, small wheels, cyclists, and drivers. The nice thing about this document is that it presents active transportation in all its modes, all of which are regulated under a city traffic bylaw 5600/2018. The great part about this brochure is it describes kinds of facilities, roads, bike lanes, cycle tracks, multi-use paths, and sidewalks. And it describes who is the appropriate user for those facilities. So for instance, on roads, they give a little warning about when you're in your car, please watch for pedestrians and cyclists, which is really great. When you're walking, please walk facing traffic if you're on a road that doesn't have a sidewalk. It goes on to describe cycling. When you're on your bike, watch for car doors, watch for debris. You might want to ride 1 meter out from the cars, or you might want to take the lane in some instances. The great thing is that it also mentions sharrows, which are little heads up to motorists that you're on a shared facility. I'm really glad that in the bike lane definition, they added the elephant's feet. What are elephant's feet, you might ask? This is an elephant feet crosswalk, which means cyclists and small wheels can cross without dismounting. Yes, there are some intersections in the province of British Columbia where you can ride your bike through. You don't have to dismount. More and more of the active transportation facilities in Vernon are receiving this treatment of line painting. There's also a mention of the green pavement, which you can see on 25th Avenue in the Highway 97 and Highway 6 area. As I mentioned, the strength of this brochure is it describes the difference between bike lanes, cycle tracks, and multi-use paths. So bike lanes are primarily used by cyclists, but you can also use them for skateboard, scooters, and rollerblades. So that's the painted white line on the road, which you're sharing part of the roadway with motorists. A cycle track is when the motorists are separated from pedestrians and cyclists. So there's an instance in the center of Vernon from Polson Park to 37th where there is essentially a separated bike lane, and separate from that is an area for pedestrians to use. So that's called a cycle track. We don't have a lot of them in this town, but there's going to be more and more as the years progress. And then again, some etiquette or some tips. You can bike, skateboard, scooter, or rollerblade on the cycle track. If you're going to walk on the area beside the cycle track. Multi-use paths are for many types of activities. Think about the facility on 25th Avenue that goes from Polson Park all the way to Paddle Wheel Park. Multi-use paths are used for many types of activities: bike, skateboard, run, walk, or more. This means you're going to be sharing the facility. Don't go fast. Watch out for other users. Just be all around, be careful. It ends with sidewalks. Sidewalks are primarily used by pedestrians. You may also use your skateboard, scooter, or rollerblades on a sidewalk, but take it slow and yield to pedestrians. And then they have one really great point. Children 12 years old or younger may ride their bikes on the sidewalk, but teenagers and adults must dismount. So if you take the kids for a ride and you have them on the sidewalk, you're walking. And lastly, it opens to a map that's always being updated. I highly recommend that you check the city website for various facilities that are existing and coming online. So that's a look at This Is How We Roll, an excellent publication by the City of Vernon. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and make sure you check out my other channel, Active Vernon.